My name's Graham Elwood. You're watching The Political Vigilante. So why didn't Bernie ever start a third party? He still resists, yes. But his thing is like reform from within. And the powerful, I don't think Bernie, as I said, I don't think he's some deep state operative that was planted to be controlled opposition. I think the truly powerful people and the people who run the Democrat and the ruling class that controls both parties, they knew we'll give Bernie some room, let him do his thing, and then we'll stop him from getting to the top of the mountain. And we know at the end of the day, he won't call it out. Hillary Clinton said this in the Hulu documentary. Because think about this. All of the people that have rallied around Bernie, all of us, many of you, spent your time and energy in canvassing, and I really appreciate that. That's amazing. That's all. But Bernie got everybody on the left together, all the label people, all the stuff. And if Bernie would have started a third party, then they would have clamped down on him hard. Then he would have got a nice little Bobby Kennedy. You know, they would have Bobby Kennedy'd him. Something like that would have happened. Because that's their biggest fear. The two-party system fear is, 30 million, 40 million people saying fuck this and starting their own party. And if they were led, but why did Bernie never start it? Chris Hedges in Cornell West said after the 2016 election, Bernie missed his opportunity. The Draft Bernie movement went to him with signatures. Ron Placone was involved in that. And said, start a third party. And everyone would have followed him. And you know who else would have come along? Especially if he brought Tulsi with him and Nina Turner and even AOC. You know what would have happened? All those independents would have jumped on board. Probably some libertarians would have jumped on board. And that biggest voting bloc of all didn't vote. That voting bloc, did you know in the 2016 election that if didn't vote was a candidate, that candidate would have won in an electoral landslide? There's over 100-some million people that didn't vote. A bunch of them, I bet you, feel very disenfranchised and unrepresented, and nobody gives a shit about them. Had Bernie started a third party, those people would have woken up. And the ruling class cannot have high voter turnout, even though the whole election thing is rigged. But they know they can rig it. It's easy to rig it, gerrymander, voter purging, shut it down when not that many people are voting. But if you had 150 million people all voting for this one party, people would be like, no, and they would get involved, and they would be say, no, and they can't have that. So Bernie was conveniently allowed to sheep herd everybody, to dead end any possibility of a third party. And now he acquiesces again at the worst moment. He was given this moment in history. It's as though God said, Bernie, now is the time. And he went, Noah, build a boat. I'm not a big sailor guy. That's literally what happened. This was the perfect moment, tailor-made for Bernie Sanders to go, now is the time. What does America need most right now? They need Medicare for all. They need UBI. They need federal job guarantees. America right now, and the world, but America specifically, needs student debt forgiveness. We need to stop spending money on all these goddamn wars and beat this pandemic. We need to stop the sanctions and fight this pandemic. We need to put the whole country together to work. And putting everybody to work, we need a Green New Deal. Fighting and being ready for the next pandemic would be part of a Green New Deal. Bernie Sanders, now is your moment. You are standing at the perfect crossroads of history. Luck is the convergence of preparedness and timing. This was your moment. No, Joe Biden's a decent man. Now is not the time for Medicare for all, Bernie said. He missed his moment in history. And the ruling class knew he would act this way. He knew it. People, the reason we talk about critical people throughout history, Dr. Martin Luther King was just some southern preacher. There's a million of them down there. A million preachers. There's a million today. There's a black preacher in the South. Great. He saw the moment and said, this ain't right. I'm standing up. That's why we're talking about him. Cassius Clay, just another boxer. There's a million. An inner city kid boxer. Great. Where's he from? Louisville. Somebody stole this 10-speed bike and he started to get in a boxing ring. There's a million stories like that. There's a million stories. Oh, he's champion of the world. He just wanted to be champion of the world. While he was champion of the world with all that influence, he went, wait a minute. Vietnam War, this ain't right. The way black people are treated in this country is not right. He saw this moment in history and said, I have power, I have influence, I'm not doing it. But this is what we should expect. Kaepernick, the only guy to really take a stand, lost his job. LeBron James talks about it and he does some good charity work and stuff, but LeBron James isn't, they're not going to do it. Bernie's moment, and he missed it. History gave him this moment, and he said, nah, I'm good. FDR. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, but right now we're going to I don't want to make waves. They wanted to have a coup against FDR. Smedley Butler, and I did a video on this. The most highly decorated Marine in America's history who wrote a book, War is a Racket. After FDR got elected, a bunch of capitalists wanted to start a coup against FDR, and they tried to recruit Smedley Butler, and he said no. FDR saw his moment in history, saw his time, his opportunity, and went, I'm going to do the right thing here. Save America from the Great Depression and save America and pull us out of the Great Depression by fighting Hitler. A man that wanted to put human beings, and did, into ovens. Great moments are born out of great opportunity. Bernie missed it. Crisis does not create character, it reveals it. And in this crisis, Bernie was revealed to who he was. A pretty good career politician that's going to play within the rules, not the leader of a movement. The leader of a campaign. He got a lot of us involved. He inspired a lot of us. And thank you for that, Bernie. I appreciate that. But this was the moment. That March 15th debate, I will never forget it. This was his time. And I went, this is it. This is the last shot. And I sat there and watched it. And Ron Placone and I did it live. And it's still in my archives. And we watched Bernie kind of go, oh, sort of, a couple of shots at Biden, but didn't go, I'm your leader. This guy's not qualified. He doesn't have the mental acuity. And 8 years, him and Obama didn't work. Medicare for all, democratic socialism. I'm going to lead us out of this. Trump doesn't know what he's doing. Biden doesn't know what he had his chance. I'm the guy. And he didn't. And he didn't. I could stay another hour making another Abraham Lincoln, anybody. All these moments, they were dropped in the middle of this critical moment in history. And they said, okay, this is what's best for everybody. I have to do this. Bernie didn't. Bernie didn't. Shave your knuckles for justice. Hey everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.